Let's get some local reaction now. Andrea Crothers comes to us live from Canberra. Andrea, the Prime Minister has unveiled another round of sanctions on Russia as well.
And Pete, Scott Morrison says there are more to come, but in terms of the latest sanctions that have been implemented, these include 25 members of the Russian military, so army commanders, deputy defence ministers, mercenaries, also 4 entities involved in the development and sale of arms, so those deemed to be profiting from war. 4 financial institutions have also been added to this list. This was Scott Morrison as he announced this latest wave yesterday.
I'll call it what it is. The Russian government launched a brutal invasion, unprovoked, on Ukraine and should be condemned for doing so. We must ensure there is a cost for this violent, unacceptable and egregious behaviour. There must be a cost.
Pete, it's obvious that Australia's actions alone won't have any impact on stopping Vladimir Putin, but it is certainly the view that it's about the collective and that what Western allies do now could potentially impact future conflict and the future actions of aggressors like Russia. Now, former Prime Minister Tony Abbott issued this warning.
It's not just the Ukraine, which is in the gun, it's the Baltic states, Poland and ultimately the rest of Eastern Europe, where he wants to establish or re-establish Russia as the overlord.
And that is the fear. First Ukraine, where next? Australia has said it won't be sending troops overseas. Interesting to hear from President Biden just before regarding what would occur should this conflict spread out throughout Europe. In terms of Australia, there's also been more calls for humanitarian aid as well as visas. Scott Morrison has already flagged that there will be some more sanctions labelled or outlined within the coming days, including against Russia's 300 members of parliament. Pete?
Yeah, no, you're right about that, Andrea. Yeah, and President Biden said if he does move into NATO countries, we would be involved. Not sure what else that means, maybe keeping his card close to his chest there, but that would be the next step. Andrea, thank you.